At number 19 on my fancy playlist. How you doing? It's Mr. DJ back Tuesday morning. Actually, it feels like Monday night. It's about 35 minutes after midnight Tuesday, date of May 8th, 2018. And going back to this fancy playlist of April 23rd, 1990, counting it down. At number 19, Regina Belle, Make It Like It Was. Slow, easy-going ballad. Powerful one, too. She had an amazing voice, Regina Belle. Her second number one R&B hit at number 19 on this fancy playlist. Started out as a gospel song, though, of sorts. Carvin Winan wrote it. Of the Winan brothers. Winan brothers, there was Carvin, his twin brother Marvin, Michael, and Ronald Marvin. They were working on an album called Decision. And Carvin Winan, he wrote the song Make It Like It Was for his brothers, for the album. He thought his brothers would love it, that they would get into it, that this was a no-brainer. It's going to go on the album. He made a cheap demo. He played a demo for his brothers. And, well, they were not too impressed. They were like, nah, let's pass on it. Maybe on another album in the future, but not on this album. Carvin Winan, though, did not give up on Make It Like It Was. Not quite. He had a stroke of luck, like you wouldn't believe. These meetings, you meet up with someone and things sometimes click. You go right into outer space, and let me explain. One night, Carvin Winan went to a play in New York City. It was called Don't Get God Started. Starred two of his brothers. Guess who was in the audience that night? Regina Belle. And they met. He probably already knew that Regina Belle had already had a number one hit, and that she was a presence on the R&B charts. And he asked her, would you like to listen to this demo that I made for my brothers? They turned it down, but, well, he probably didn't say that. Would you like to give it a listen to? And she said, yeah, sure. And they exchanged phone numbers. He sent her the demo, and oh my goodness, she was entranced by it. Enchanted by this demo. Carvin Winan was singing falsetto, playing the piano of Make It Like It Was, and she flipped over it. Regina Belle said, I gotta do this. Let's do it. She teamed up with her producer, Nick Martinelli, and Martinelli walked her through three takes of the lead vocals. And they made a composite of what they liked the best of those three takes, and Make It Like It Was happened for Regina Belle. This has happened so many times. And rock and roll or R&B history, what makes it into a reject pile for one act becomes a massive hit for somebody else. Number 1 R&B, number 5 adult contemporary, but number 43 on Billboard's Hot 100. But it's doing a lot better on my fancy playlist. It's moving on up from 21 to number 19, Regina Belle, Make It Like It Was on my fancy playlist, April 23rd, 1990.